Welcome to Relevant Tips. Today we'll be talking about grief. It's a natural phenomenon. We can lose friends, loved ones, money, or any unpleasant thing can happen to us. How do we go through it? Today I have with me my special friend now who will be helping us with the tips that will help us go through the grieving process. You are welcome.
Thank you, and thank you for the opportunity.
Grief.
Grief is a natural reaction towards the loss of a loved one or friend. And normally we are expected to grieve over the death of loved ones and friends. However, there are also certain factors that can also trigger grief. And this includes the loss of investment or sudden loss of your income, moving to a new community, losing a pet, the end of a relationship. So these are some of other factors that can also trigger.
So, is there a specific way that one has to go through the grieving process?
Yes. There are stages in grieving, and the first stage has to do with denial, because usually the information coming to the one at the receiving end is the shock. For instance, the loss of a loved one, the person that I have plans with, I've spoken to, and all of a sudden you are telling me the person is removed. So at that stage, the person receiving the news finds it very difficult to accept the fact that the loved one is no more. Okay, if it has to do with relationship, they find it difficult to accept it because, for instance, the relationship was doing very well. So how come you are asking for a break? So the first stage is denial, and then from denial it moves to anger, where the person is likely to be very resentful because of they're likely to eat more or eat less, because they will channel all the bad energy towards it. And then the final stage is the acceptance. That's where they begin to accept that it has happened, the situation has happened.
It means they are here.
Yes.
But do you have to go through all these processes?
As human beings, we are wired differently, and we all have our own ways of handling challenges. So there are certain people that are likely to just move through the first two and they are healed. And there are some people that will dwell even in the first stage for a very long period of time before moving to the second stage. And some will need to follow through all the 5 stages before they can be able to heal and even accept the situation. But some, just the first and second, or maybe the third.
I need to let it out. I need to let it out. Can someone be helped? Yeah, how can someone be helped, particularly those who become addicted to certain things as a result of the grief?
So usually the first point of call have to be the family. When someone is grieving, the loved ones and the family members provide a sort of support system for the person. But as time goes on, if that is not being handled well, the rightful person that would be able to encourage the person to go through all these 5 stages will be a counselor.
Right, but are there things that family members do that does not help the grieving process?
Yes. Society has taught us that sometimes, especially with the male figure, you shouldn't cry. And people tend to say that, okay, if I'm grieving and you're also grieving, if I'm able to cope with my grieving, it means that you should be able to also move on with the grieving, which is wrong. So there are certain things that family do that doesn't help people when they are. For instance, offering advice immediately, seeking to be like the first point of call, knowing everything. It doesn't help. Sometimes the person only needs your presence. They don't need you to say anything, just be there. allow them to be whatever they want to be. If they just want to sit, sometimes all the family members need to do is just to sit, not to say anything, not to provide an advice or anything. Just allow the person to be. If the person wants to cry, allow the person to cry. And most times, when the person begins to cry, family members will like, oh, don't cry. Especially with the men. And so they suppress their emotions and it doesn't help. Allow the person to vent the emotion. If the person wants to take all the time, or even if it has to be a year to go through the grieving, encourage the person, but don't suppress the person. And it is in suppressing that family members don't and loved ones, they genuinely want to help, but it doesn't really help us.
God does not leave us in times of grief. Instead, He provides us with love and hope. Even the Bible says we should mourn with those who mourn and rejoice with those who rejoice. Let's be each other's support. Let's be there for each other. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.